Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yo, and I've been there too. Like, I'm
like having a type, like having a type.
Having a type, having somebody that has to have certain attributes or like characteristics or certain possessions. Like sometimes we base our preferences on what we think we need in compatibility, right? Sometimes we alter and morph our compatibility based on what we desire, and that's not true compatibility at all. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm going to ask you as a woman, because there's a lot of dialogue in the social media space where it's like, I need a man to have this. I need a man to pay all my bills. I need a
high
man.
Value.
I need high value. He got to have $100,000 plus salary. He got to be 6'4". Like, what my question is to you is like, what is more important to you, compatibility or actually having a real chemistry with someone? Because and the reason why I asked that, because you can be in a relationship with someone and be compatible, but it's whack. It's mad boring. It's not what you like desire. Or you can be in a relationship where you have amazing chemistry with someone, right? Amazing chemistry, but they're toxic to you. Like they're living a lifestyle where it's not conducive for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. But y'all chemistry is amazing because every time y'all meet, y'all pop off. You know what I mean? Like, so like, what's more important to you as a woman?
Okay, so I'm gonna break this down, and hopefully I don't ramble and answer your question. The first part of that, I strip you down to just like an onion, just to the core of who you are as a person. Who are you?
Yeah.
And are you the type of man that if we got married and have a child, are you the type of man I would want my son to be like when he grows up? That's what I look at. Are you the type of man I would want our son to be? Strip all the stuff away. And that's the first part. As far as compatibility and chemistry, a little bit of both. Because of my faith, I don't want to marry someone that's agnostic or an atheist, because if we're going to raise a child together, we have to be on the same page. That way that child is not getting, he or she's not getting two different doctrines. Even also in terms of like, how will we handle discipline in the home? There's got to be some alignment there. If you come from an abusive home and you want to bring that same technique into the house, that's not going to work. Discipline, yes, but to the point where it's like abuse, no. Sometimes things just weren't a conversation. Like, why are we yelling at each other? We can disagree, but yelling, we can disagree, but not be disrespectful. We can disagree, but we're not weaponizing secrets and going into the vault. And well, that's why, like, we're not doing that. We can disagree, but we're not going below the belt. And you're trying to break a person's psyche just for the sake of winning an argument, right? So when we're looking at, for me, being compatible and having chemistry, I say both, but I'm looking at the foundation of who you are just as a human being, or who are you just to be a man of God. And when I say man of God, I'm not like saying preacher, bishop, whatever, but just someone that's submitting to God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then also there needs to be some chemistry. Like, if we're married, I want you to want me and touch me and vice versa, and we're not sleeping in separate rooms. Or and chemistry is not even just sexual, but just if I walk in the room, you already know, like, something's up. Like, she's not herself today. Or you can feel my heart and go, talk to me. What's going on? You seem a little down today. What's up? And we, and that, I think that comes with being having synchronicity too, right? Being able to discern each other. And I think that's where the chemistry piece comes in. And maybe we can swap that word out too. Just having the discernment to know your person and know, like, or if you're, let's say you're having a bad day or something, and I'm like, what's up with you? And you're like, but I know you're not blowing me off. It's just that you're still trying to unpack how you feel and process it. But I know later on you'll come and talk to me about it. And I don't take that personally, like, I don't know why you won't talk to me. It's like, because I know you, because we have friendship and we don't just love each other, we like each other. you know me and I know you well enough to know I'm gonna give her a moment. I'm gonna give him a moment to process those feelings. And then later on, when we're in the bed or on the couch talking, then that moment may transpire because now you've kind of you've reached a space or had an epiphany to now you can kind of talk it out and express how you're feeling. So I guess maybe I went the long way about it, but that's how I process chemistry and compatibility as far as how we're moving in life. Who are you as a man showing up in this world outside of your resume and whatever, you know, and just who you are as a human being. And then also the chemistry side of it is just how you and I interact.